Stolar's comments on Saturday compared to his comments last night. Where were you at with his original comments, and where were you at with his assessment, which we all, I think the three of us agreed his assessment was, I think, not disingenuous, but it wasn't bang on last night, put it that way.
It was teammate speak last night is what it was.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
exactly.
What he said, I don't have a problem with. The fact that he said it publicly, not ideal. But, whether they say it in person in the dressing room, which they do, and they did, or whether he says it in public, it just makes it a little bit more volatile being in public. But I think the message remains, and if you have a good, healthy, strong team, and if Willie is, as good at shaking things off as we know he is, I don't think it lingers for a long time. But what it does do, it makes the next little while difficult for all parties involved, especially Stolarz, because you call out guys, like the guy who's, second in the league in scoring, you call him out for not being good enough defensively. Fair enough. It wasn't a great play in overtime. Guess who's got to be really good for the next 2 weeks? Like, don't give anyone a chance. Not that Willie would go down this road, but, who are you calling guys out when your save percentage is 880? Clean up your own mess before you worry about everybody else's. That sort of sentiment. So there is that. And then the idea that he was kind of brutally honest, almost unusually honest once. Now, can he be unusually honest always? Well, obviously not, because last night they didn't play great. And he's praising the work and the box outs and the effort they did. And he's trying to probably make amends for the losing his cool on Saturday. And I understand it and I get it, but it just makes his existence for the next couple of weeks a little stickier than he wants it to be.
Yeah, the comments those concern me even more than the original ones. I love that there was someone raw, someone genuine, someone human in that room that was willing to say something. Whether you like the content, whether you like the timing, it was different. And then he obviously got a slap on the wrist, clearly, because to suggest that it was great last night is just an absurd analysis. They were terrible. Yeah. They were awful last night. And it makes it sticky, and it does put a focus on him because Joseph Woll's not around. Wall can't step in and play 3 great games and just roll with it because he's not around. It's not going to happen. So it's on Stolarz, and I wanted to get back to Matthews here for a moment because I can see where this is going. Where I'm curious where it splits because he didn't have a great year last year, and that was injury, new coach, new system. Now we're into year 2. Now it's okay. No Marner, trying to find a winger for him. Again, they're trying to play a style that's more playoff conducive, but not necessarily conducive to chasing 69 goals. So which one is it? Is it that the team and the coaching style is affecting him, or is it him? Like when does it get to a point where you look at Austin and say, you're Austin Matthews, man. I don't care who's playing with you on the right side. You got to be better than this. Where do you stand on that?
I hate to straddle the fence space. It's all those things. It's all those things. And it's not 100% that Marner's not gone, but that doesn't help. It's not 100% they want to be a dump and chase team and they're not moving it very well out of their own end, but that doesn't help. And it's not 100% that Austin hasn't been good enough, but that really doesn't help. But I think at some point, not having the right winger, when you got Matthew Nyes, who everyone sort of acknowledges a pretty good player on his own, not every top player in the league plays with 2 superstars. It doesn't happen that way. We see what Draisaitl and McDavid do. We see what McKinnon does. We see what Kaprizov does. They produce consistently, regardless of who they're playing with. They're good players, but they're not superstars. And Austin Matthews and the Leafs can't wait to say, well, we need to go get Adrian Kempe, Alex Tuch, whatever, to round out that line to make it go. At some point, that is the responsibility of the best player on the team, which is Austin Matthews. Now, part of the issue is, they're playing a lot in their own end, Hazy. They do not exit quickly. It gets dumped in and it gets forechecked, and he plays so much down. Right. And he's playing so much in his own end. Now, again, that's partly his responsibility. It's one of the guys down there to stop that. But he spends 30, 40 seconds doing the work in his own end, get the puck back. He finally gets it back, and sometimes he looks tired on offense. He doesn't look explosive, and I think some of that's because he's been checking. And the other part about it, and this is a true dynamic. Now, Matthew Nyes is a bull in a china shop, he is not what we'd call a transporter. He doesn't skate it up the ice, sort of get the zone, draw a guy, let Austin come late. That's what Mitch did. And I think that's maybe the role for that third guy that they're missing, is like, who's going to bring the puck up the ice? Because if Austin's down in his own end below the goal line, he can also be the guy that's got to get the zone entry, drive it deep, earn possession, start the play, and then also somehow be the guy who finishes the play. He can't be all those things at once. You'd like him to be, but that's not his style, and that's not really going to work. So it's a bit of everything, Hayes, but there's no doubt that for Toronto to be good, not even great, for them to be good this year, Austin has to make that line go. It has to be him. It can't be an addition. It can't be nice. And it also can't be William Nylander. Like, Willie can't play everywhere. Like, he's basically playing on the second line, tasked with making that go, and then bumping to the first line, trying to get them going as well, because there's only so much of William Nylander to go around. So, yeah, I mean, I think Austin knows this, but there's a lot of elements to it. And it was almost striking watching them play Jersey last night, Sheldon Keefe's team. And say what you want about Kiefer and their success in the playoffs, not enough, not good. But I bet if you were to ask the players which regular season was not just more fun, but easier to play, easier to be successful in, what system? It was Sheldon's. Like the way they attack up the rush, the way they move, the way they skate, that's what the Leafs were 3 years ago. And that's where the offense came fast and furious for everybody. So I think it's all those things together. But when you're the captain, and with the change of Marner leaving, spotlight's on him, and he knows it, and he knows that he's got to be better.
So, Johnny, the coach said he's tired of looking around for the right winger because he said probably 5 different ones last night. Friday night, who are you saying, you're going to the captain and saying, this has got to work, I'm tired of screwing around with this. Who are you throwing out with him?
I don't even know. Like, did they go number 6 in Calle Yarncroke, the one guy who hasn't been there? I want it to be Max, because what Max can do is literally skate fast. He's a fast skater, and they need speed. They need like someone to push tempo with those two guys. And Max can make skilled plays, which you also need. When I watch Max play right now, he's like very passive. You know, drifting to the outside, slowing down, trying to find passes instead of just skating more confidently where the plays might open up. I think Max is the best guy in this current iteration of the team to do it. He's not doing it now. I'm not saying he's playing well, but I'm saying his skill set lends itself probably for what they need in this moment. If it's not him, then I don't know, is it Easton Cowan and you got to live with growing pains and hope that he continues to get better in the NHL? One of those two guys, I think, will be there on Friday. But again, I don't think you say it's that guy's, whoever it is. It could be Jeff O'Neill. It's not his responsibility. If it doesn't go great, it's not his fault. It's the other two guys that are going to bear the brunt of the responsibility and the credit if it works or if it doesn't.
All right, let me throw out a mini Jerry's here on a Wednesday, and all three of us can give a number. All right. What's your mini Jerry? The Florida Panthers, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Toronto Maple Leafs all make the playoffs.
Oh, goodness. The three-man part. Mini Jerry's, I would say 40%. That's pretty good. Yeah, I would say 35%.
All three make the playoffs?
All three have to make
it. Tampa, Florida, Toronto, they all make it.
As of right now, I'm saying 40%,
I'm
which
80%
is lunacy.
I'm 80%
80?
on that. Yes.
That's
Tampa,
bullish.
you think that Tampa Bay had 6 guys on our TSN's top 50 list. They didn't forget how to play hockey. They had a rough start. Same thing. Florida knows how to play hockey. Florida will scrape in a wild card spot, and I think the Leafs are probably going to be in that wild card spot as well. I think that they're going to be a 98-point team. That's the way I look at it. You know, and keep in mind, this is the original. Like, we're talking about a team today. Tree has been looking for, like, there's going to be trades here. I think that there's going to be trades early in this league instead of Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving. I think we're going to see trades sooner. There are teams that are starting to get antsy. Put it that way.
I just don't know what the Leafs have to get anybody. Like, if you're they have no farm system. They have no
Cowan
picks.
and Danford. That's all they got.
Exactly.
Cowan and Danford. And
Exactly.
I think they're going to need those guys to play at some point. My only concern, Noodles, and of course, all those teams in a vacuum are good, and you're like, of course they're going to make it. But for all three to make it, you start running the numbers, even if they each have an 80% likelihood, that's 64, that's 40. Like, it drops quickly, and that's not taking into consideration how good is Montreal? How good is Detroit? Is Buffalo and Boston are not going to just be terrible. Like, they're going to be okay as well. And where I might be really wrong is I thought the Metro was going to be a hot mess. And it is not so far. Like, I don't think Pittsburgh are what they are, but, Washington looks like they are not a fluke. They are legit doing the same thing. Carolina, we know. Jersey, if healthy, we know. So, like, there's going to be other team. Columbus is going to be tougher. Like, I just don't know if you're counting on wild card 1 and maybe wild card 2 coming from the Atlantic.
So I
don't know.
So you make a great point. I should probably reassess, because it might be 4. I don't think it's going to be 5 from the Metro and 3 from the Atlantic, but I don't think it's going to be 5 from the Atlantic. It probably should be at the start of the year. I thought it was going to be, but it might be 4 and 4. It might be 4 and 4 realistically. So I should
from Hazy B though, guys.
Go ahead, Hazy. Sorry.
I want to hear you guys go.
I'm very fascinated. All 3.
You're down to 60. Noodles.
I'm down to 60. Where are you at, Hayes? You asked the question.
I know, it's a mini Jerry's.
I know what he's got. I know you've got a 10%er, don't you?
He's got a.
I'm feeling very negative about the 3 of them right now. I got to be honest. I do. I'm in the middle.
Spit it out. You got to spit it out. You always say it to people. Spit it out.
Mm-hmm. What's the low? Who's had the lowest number so far?
I got 35.
Johnny, I think.
I'll go 34%. 34%. I'm 34% that all 3 of them make it, because I think Montreal, they look very, very good right now. Detroit, I feel like, is going to come back to earth at some point. They're on a heater right now. Like, good for them. I'm not convinced Detroit's a playoff team. But you start crunching the numbers here, like, if only 4 teams are getting in, and these 3 are, then okay, then it's Montreal. That means Ottawa's out. Like, is that what we're saying? Ottawa's definitely out. Detroit's definitely going to fall off a cliff here. I don't know. I mean, I look at, to your point, the Metro. Carolina and Washington are getting in. I'm pretty sure Jersey, if they stay healthy. Although, their goaltending, Jake Allen's been unbelievable to his credit, but Markstrom's already hurt. We'll see what happens with their goaltending throughout the year. But if those 3 are in, you just start punching the numbers, man. There may only be 4 that get it. Maybe
1 or 2
3
aberrations. One Columbus hot run. One Sidney Crosby turn back the clock and they get 96 somehow. Like, just random stuff. The Rangers just jerking lights it up, which it's not likely. But if all these things have to not happen for those 3 teams to get in, becomes less and less likely. And the assumption that all those 3 teams play to 100 points. Doesn't always happen. Occasionally teams miss. They've been good for so long, somebody's going to have a stub their toe, or maybe worse.
Someone's going to have a New York Rangers season. Like, that is what probably ends up happening.